Welcome back to Focus on South Texas. Stress and the fear of the unknown takes a toll on our body and mental health, and it also affects our children. And for children in foster care, a nonprofit is helping them process their feelings through art and expressive therapy. Yadi Puente is a foster parent and founder of ArtVango, and she is joined by therapy dog Bailey. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Yadi, tell us a little bit about how ArtVango started.
We started back in 2017 when we saw we were fostering our first child, and we saw that there was a great need for mental health. And being a therapist and just seeing that the forms of communication through art and play were missing in our community. So my husband and I decided to branch out into the unknown and start a therapy center called ArtVango.
And tell us a little bit about what sets ArtVango apart from other therapy centers.
Well, to begin, being a foster parent myself and adopting 3 children, we know the ins and outs of the foster care system and know that the challenges that come with it. Children come with trauma, so with trauma comes unwanted behaviors. And what sets us apart is that we provide art, play, movement, and we work with the families and with the children. We make therapy fun. It doesn't have to be just all talk therapy. It's using expressive means to help the child move along.
I love that. And I understand that your organization is also working with other nonprofits to help foster children. So talk to us about this collaboration that you guys have going on.
We are very happy to be collaborating with Region 8, the Heart Gallery, and it's being put on by the Project Through. And with that, we're able to reach out and serve more kids in the community, more foster families who are facing challenges that they see through their children who come with life challenges since a very early age.
I love that. And I love the website that you mentioned as well, because you know, the beautiful pictures of the children and their beautiful stories and what they love to do. And I mean, it's just, you know, every child has such a beautiful story to share, and to, you know, help with that, I'm sure, is just so fulfilling.
Yeah. And every child, just like every child, they want to belong. They want to be a part of a family. And fostering gives them that opportunity, but it's also empowering foster parents what they could do to better equip themselves. And that's what we do at ArtVango, is being able to support the family from all different kinds of angles and being a support system for them.
I love that. And the Valero Texas Open is right around the corner. It is coming up in April. And this is a chance for viewers to help out. So tell us how viewers can help with this.
So we're also looking for volunteers. If someone is interested in going to the Texas Valero, this is a free opportunity for them to give back to their community by volunteering a set number of hours. And then afterwards, you could go and enjoy the rest of the day on the grounds. But it's also a way of providing back to your community and giving back. So we have different time slots available where they could come, volunteer a couple of hours, enjoy the rest of the day in this beautiful grounds, and see some amazing golfing as well. So,
yeah, that's always such a beautiful event. And Yadi, what advice would you have for parents or caregivers to help them navigate the uncertainty? What are some signs that they can look out for to help children express themselves? Because, I mean, every child is different, yeah. And different children, you know, of course, will act out or in different ways, you know, and they may show that they're hurting in different ways. So what are things that parents should look out for?
First, I would see, how is their sleeping habits? Are they getting enough sleep? Are they eating? Are they rested? Are they getting enough energy out? Are they being active? So that would be the first thing that I would look for. Another, maybe a warning sign would be are we seeing a lot of unwanted behaviors? Are we seeing increased issues at school? Or are they withdrawing? Are they sleeping more? Are they in their rooms? So there's a lot of little red flags that maybe this isn't the kid that I had last year, but for some reason now they're having different challenges. I would see those as warning signs, and maybe it's time to connect with them. It's maybe doing some reflection of what has changed in the family. Maybe there's a death, and seeing all these things and then approaching it with, okay, what can I do to help my child? How can I best help them? And especially if they're in the foster care or they're adopted children, they're always going to have that hole in their heart. And it's not about filling that hole or healing it. It's how can we wrap our hands around these children and offer love in different services.
And speaking about offering them love, Bailey here is a therapy dog that you guys have as well. And that's okay. He can lay there, yes. And a lot of times Bailey is just there for that support, right? I mean, he is just there to offer, to know that, hey, I am here with you too, right?
He's the first thing that when kids come into our therapy center, they go running towards him, or before they leave, they have to be able to see him. And it's amazing just to see how animals are able to provide that unconditional love. And Bailey is definitely by far, he's the rock star of ArtVango, and he shines. And this is his area where he thrives, is just by showing other kids love and support.
And being that figure there with him. And Yadi, if you can tell us more about expressive therapy and how is expressive therapy different than other forms of therapy?
Sure. So art therapy, I'm a licensed and board certified art therapist. And what that means is that there's different forms of art that you could provide to the client. It's knowing what materials to use. Like, we never give a person who is highly dysregulated or depressed, we don't offer them watercolor, because if they don't know how to manage it, then you're going to end up with a running mess. And that's going to be more detrimental to their healing journey. So we know what materials to provide with art therapy. We also do play therapy and body movement, swings and left to right movement. So we incorporate a lot of trauma therapeutic modalities to heal the client, and especially children, because that's their love language. That's the way they communicate, is through art and play, and not so much through talk. That's more cognition. That's more for an adult.
Got it. Well, Yadi and Bailey, thank you guys so much for being on the show.